What often seems like a helpful tool for keeping kids occupied
Seemed like a great thing for parents.
may turn out to be a nightmare, says video gaming addictions coach Elaine Yuskoski.
In 2014, I received an SOS email from my son,
Jake, who was attending a post-secondary institution in Guelph, Ontario, studying software engineering.
He confessed he hadn't attended classes for 2 months. He had been gaming up to 16 hours a night, and he was in a pretty fragile state. I picked up the phone and I asked him, "What do you need?" And he burst into tears and he said, "I need you to tell me this is going to be okay."
Yuskoski drove to Guelph to rescue Jake.
I opened the door and got the shock of my life. He's 6'2". He had dropped to 127 pounds. He had facial tics and tremors. He had a face full of acne, which was normally peachy clean. He smelled horrific. His hair was greasy. He looked awful.
And that's where his journey to recovery began.
My approach always was with compassion. I was not angry at my son for his addiction. I know that's not what he wanted.
Jake is now 25, addiction-free, and working as a software developer. His journey led Yuskoski to take up addiction coaching as a career.
Parents liked what I had to say and asked me if I would start coaching.
The WHO qualified gaming disorder as a mental health disorder in 2019.
Young people have a particular propensity to have gaming problems.
It's why China recently put restrictions on underage gaming. Gamers under 18 will only be allowed to access 3 hours of online video games per week. Jeffrey Deravinsky, the director of the International Center for Youth Gambling Problems and High-Risk Behaviors, says it's not necessarily something that Canada needs to do.
What Canada should be doing is raising more public awareness that excessive gaming can lead to problematic behavior.
In a 2016 study, the Centre for Addiction and Mental Health found 123,000 kids in Ontario had symptoms of a video gaming problem, something Deravinsky says has especially spiked during the pandemic.
The types of games that they're playing has significantly increased, as well as the various types of games that people purchase.
Deravinsky and Yuskoski recommend looking out for signs like having difficulty stopping a game, negative impacts on social interactions and relationships, as well as at school or work, and on communication skills and engagement. Other symptoms include increasing gaming time to feel satisfied, giving up activities to game, and changed sleeping patterns.
Not just specific to children, that adults often have a gaming addiction.
If you or someone you know is showing signs of gaming addiction, Deravinsky recommends reaching out to a professional for help.
It may not be a problem today, it could certainly grow into a problem tomorrow.
Sharmeen Somani, Global News.